there, welcome to Rock on Philly TV, a show dedicated to the Philly music scene. I'm your host, Jennifer Logue, and we have quite the show for you tonight, jam-packed with music, videos, top concert picks, and more. First up, we're going to talk to a Philly-based singer-songwriter whose sound is a mix of Grace Potter, Brandi Carlile, and Taylor Swift. She is one of the hardest working musicians I know, constantly gigging up and down the East Coast. Ladies and gents, I give you the one, the only, Victoria Watts. Victoria, welcome.
Thanks
How's
for
it
having
going?
me. I'm doing great. How are you?
Thank you so much for being here.
Anytime.
So, first of all, I want to talk to you about, now you're originally from San Diego.
Yes.
So what brings you to Philly?
It's a long story, but the short version is I started school in San Diego and then bounced around. I went to Massachusetts for music school, to Tennessee, to Nashville to intern with a songwriter. Sort of missed the East Coast, and so I applied to some schools to see where I could get scholarships because I was a straight A student, and I got offers from a school out in the Boston area and one in the Philly area.
Cool.
But in Philly, I had a friend who was looking for a bass player and had an open room at his house, so it was kind of a no-brainer, and I just moved up here to play bass for him and finish my degree. So then graduated with a degree in history, but got a job doing music right out of college, so I just stayed out here since those jobs don't come around every day.
Awesome. So you play bass too. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So how did you get started doing music?
It was always around growing up. My dad was a professional drummer back in the 70s, so it was always around growing up. My sisters are really talented. My mom's talented. But then professionally, I started about 3 years ago with a band called Element K, because I used to busk and play on South Street for money while I was in school, and their booking manager, I've busked everywhere that I've lived to try to make extra cash.
Cool.
And their booking manager just happened to live a couple blocks from there, just happened to walk by me one day and was like, hey, I know this band looking for a new singer, do you want to audition? And I was fresh out of college, like a week out of college looking for a job, so just good timing. I've been with them ever since.
Yeah, that's perfect. And you guys play pretty big shows too.
Yeah, and it's a full-time job, so I can't complain. It worked out really well.
Doing music. Now, you have a lot of amazing original music that I want to talk about.
Sure.
Your album, Songs from the Sidewalk, I can't stop listening to it. I mean, I listen to every song. Every song is good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
One of my favorite tunes on it, actually, is Waiting on the Sun. And we have a clip for it, because you just so happen to have done a video.
Yes.
A few weeks ago?
Yeah, it was just released a little over a week ago.
Okay, cool. So
Friday the 13th.
We have a clip for our viewers at home, so we're going to watch that right now.
Waiting on the sun. Oh, yes, I'm waiting on the sun. The wheel keeps spinning, 'cause my legs are strong.
So it's such a great song. Love the video. How'd the video come together?
You know, I work on a musician's salary, so I don't make a whole lot. I make enough, but not much more than that. So I was trying to get creative with ideas of how to get in the studio, get videos. All these things are important resources for musicians to have. And one of the creative ideas, it was just to email film schools, because I knew that there would be students looking to boost their resumes and their portfolios, and might do it for a much cheaper rate than they would have otherwise. So
they
it worked
want
out
the
well.
experience, you know? And to do a music video for a song as great as yours is an honor, you know? So
And they were great to work with. I mean, the pleasure was definitely mine. They were so
Cool.
professional, and you know, I liked how it turned out. So I'm very thankful that they were willing to work with me.
Now with your album, where did you record that? Because it's so well done.
Thank you. We recorded it at Canon Sound Foundation, or Founds Foundation, yeah, which is up near New York City.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, you recently did a piece for Rock on Philly, our website, The Highs and Lows of Being a Musician.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about that article a little bit?
Absolutely. It's called Music is My Lover, and I'm sure you can relate to this. You know, when you're a musician, it's awesome, but it's kind of miserable at the same time, because you have this sort of need within you to create and dream big and do all these things, but you're in an industry that doesn't encourage you to do that. And so it's just this push and pull of, like, it's as enriching as your life can be. Music is what makes it great, but it also is the thing that kind of beats you down some days at the end of the day. And so I just felt the need to express that, because it had been weighing on me recently, after doing it, like I said, now professionally for 3 years, I just sort of felt like I needed to get that out, and I'd been talking with some of my other musician friends who seem to be able to
relate,
right?
Definitely.
And it's something that's very specific to sort of whether it's music or acting or whatever. Any sort of struggling artist type, I think, can relate to that, and so it just kind of felt like a piece I wanted to get out and express.
Well, Victoria, we got so much great feedback on that article.
Oh,
it was
I'm glad.
really from the heart, and I could really relate to it too. It was really moving. You know, you got to check that out on our website, actually, rockonphilly.com. Music is my lover, highs and lows of being a musician. So, Victoria, it was a pleasure having you on the show today.
I appreciate you having me.
Oh my gosh. I know really big things are happening for you this year, so we'll all be watching, we'll all be rooting for you and stuff.
Thank you.
So, friends at home, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our top 3 music video picks of the week. Now's a great time to talk to us on Twitter. Use the hashtag ROPTV for comments, video requests, and whatever you want to tell us. Stay tuned.